Is I do my usual panning of the camera where it's supposed to be. Make sure that's turned on. All right. So, you guys saw from the thumbnail, we're going to be painting some ONI heroes today. I got the special character and then the normal ONI hero with the great big sword. And this could either go really quickly or I could really fluff this up because I am doing them in this white scheme here. And this is a group that I did earlier that I've just oil washed. Now, I tried to go in and do a little highlighting, some edge highlighting and stuff with the white paint, but there's still kind of damp mineral spirits on there, and it's not letting the paint go where I want it to go. So it will probably tomorrow. I'll get on it. Hey, evening, Zenith. How you doing? How you doing tonight? So for now, you can even see some of the sponge hooked on there from where I cleared all that off. So for now, these are just going to sit there. They look awful battle damaged, and I kind of like that. But we're going to make them more shiny whites, but that'll be later because, like I said, any paint I put on them right now seems to fall right off. So we're going to be working on these two. Da, da, da. And so the scheme I chose, it's a white primary scheme that I saw in the Eternal Dynasty source book, faction book, and it kind of looks like this. I'm working on modeling robots while you paint. Awesome, awesome. So this is what it kind of looks like. I took a little bit of liberty on this. It's mostly black and white with the red for the the pleated gambeson, you could kind of say. Hi, Silent Joe. How you doing tonight? What are you working on, buddy? Always good to have people show up. And then this, I use the what was it, the light tone on here, trying to use that for shading of the white armor, and it did not come out right in my mind. So that's when I switched over and said, hey, I could do all this with the oil wash. Hey, hey, Silent, how you doing? So for here, both of these guys have like that gambeson quilting material, so that's going to be red. The armor is going to be primarily white. A couple of black highlights here and there. Metal on the joints and stuff. Metal on the weapons. And then I'm going to incorporate red somewhere. And I think these dragon heads, I'm going to do those. I'm going to do those a gold or a bronze color. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I'm no longer sick. But for some reason, my voice is just stuck. My voice is just stuck in like a lower octave. So, make me sound all, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's get the big stuff out of the way first. Let's get started with the red. And for that, we're going to use Slaughter Red. Because Blood Red is too happy of a color. Slaughter Red is what we want to do. I go boop, boop, two drops of that. A little zoom in action. Don't break it. Oh, I broke it every time. All right, so okay, that's not bad. We'll start with this guy. Now we want to grab the brush. So grab this brush. Give that a little mixy mix. Oh, I mixed up an awful lot of that. Oh, Lord. Sorry, it's a color I don't normally use. And we're just going to use it on the little quilted parts here. We're going to try to avoid the armor as best as we can. We're going to have some 40K second edition strong. Awesome. Are those the ones that came with the berets? Because I remember seeing those when I was a young kid going, oh, those are so cool. Awesome. Hey, Terrainaholic. Showing up going, you bunch of nerds. Yeah. Yeah. We got the printer humming away in the background. Working on my next Age of Fantasy army. I got the next one sitting right next to me here. It's the one I kept saying was a super secret one because no one's been able to guess what it's for, and I think that's a good thing. It means I'm proxying things just right. I'll show off where I am with those here pretty soon. Oh yeah, yeah, that was real cool. Like it popped up on OPR's Patreon. So the funny thing is, the scheme that I'm going for, I couldn't really tell on the picture in the source book if it was red or orange. It was like just right on the cusp of both of those colors. So I went, you know what? I'll do red. And none of the regular Onis have this pleated stuff on them, so these guys will really stand out. So there are the pleats for this. Oh, let me go through the back here. I doubt anyone would notice it on the table, but now I notice it's sitting right here, so I might as well. Just want to get some color in there, and of course I hit the tip. Oh, I hit his tip. There we go. Ta. Oh wait, they're on separate bases. Yeah. Now this guy. No Zenithal for this because the armor is going to be just white, and I'm gonna let the oil do its thing. Let's see. I'll show off what it looks like or where I have them so far. I'm gonna go back and highlight this, but like I said at the very beginning, the mineral spirits are causing everything to just kind of slide right off. So I'm gonna give that till tomorrow for it to fully dry out. But this is the look we're going for, like a white battle damaged armor color. So that's why no zenithal, whatever that word is. None of that, and then I can go back into the plates and stuff later. What's up, Goat Man? I'm doing good. How you doing today? And yet, I saw someone ask, this is Slaughter Red, the Army Painter Speed Paint. I'm off the screen. This guy's big enough. There. What has been my favorite faction to play so far? Well, orcs, of course. Haven't played with the new ones yet. Saw the changes that were made to the army book. I really liked playing with the infected colonies, and let's see, I like the vampiric undead. Oh, thank you. Nope, nope. Thank you. Every Thursday. I could do a comparison video. Problem is, I don't have anything saved from before. Wait, I do have my full blown orc video. I could use that as a basis. I went on there last night and I was just messing around with it, and I found that the orc biker army that I've been trying to put in there that would always come out in weird numbers before. Now that they put now that they changed the buggy to the trike and changed that up, it fits perfect. Well, I mean, the big change is where the goblins are taken out of the army list, and they are their own thing now. Just a floating cat here, just fell right on it. And going through the goblin list, it has some good stuff. There's some legs to the goblin list, but I feel like it is definitely not. It is not finished because it is just missing some things that you need to like have an army. Like it doesn't have a transport, and it doesn't have what else was it? And the hero abilities were very lacking. I mean, I could see if they wanted it to just be nothing but an army that you tack on to another one. I could see that, but I think they should be able to stand on their own. Okay, anything else stand? An orc air force. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so I think. Well, that's. Okay, I'll do that too. Yeah, like I said, there's enough flavor there, but there's a few things I feel like they're just missing. But some things that are there are really fun. Like I love the idea of 20 goblins with jetpacks. That just that just tickles my orc heart right there. Oh, no idea yet. No idea what they look like yet. From the picture they used on like the Reclaimers icon, they look very Borderlands to me. Okay. Okay, so red's done. Yes, if you guys haven't, go check out Terranoholic's channel. He's a YouTube veteran. Been around for a while, and he's got a lot of good stuff on there. It does make them sound like gremlins. Yeah. See, this is one of the downside of using Slaughter Red is that whenever you clean out your pallets, it looks like you got like a nosebleed or something. Okay. Next, we're going to go through and because we're using the oil wash on stuff, we're going to use polished silver on all the metal, just because the oil wash knocks it down so much. So we're going to use this palette. What is that there? All right. I'm going to switch out the brush because there's enough crap on the brush. So we got to be kind of tiny. We'll go with this one. A Goblin Blimp Fortress. That sounds good. Yeah, they have the new Titan Walker that came out today for loyalty rewards. And the Orc Titan Walker. Not really that big of a fan of it. But it's an Orc Walker. If anyone runs a stock Orc Walker, like a stock model, I will make fun of you. You're an orc. Go beat something. Go loot something. It's something I say to people that want to be overly competitive in OPR, or even people that want to, like, when I run my D&D games, people that just want to break it, run some ridiculous stuff. I'm like, you can run it. I'll just make fun of you the entire time. Just fair warning. But I don't know. I've just seen the renders of that walker. It might be better if I like get into the STL file and look at stuff. Is that pulled red on the back of the skirt armor gonna chunk up? No, it's not gonna chunk up. It won't chunk up, and even when I hit, when I hit it with the oil wash, it'll definitely knock it back down. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Oh no, I hear cats upstairs yelling at each other. Great. Okay, so how did I get to this inside panel? Silver. And this. Go back, look at the chat, your live chat. Every time the pool red, a giant resin rhino. I always intended to. Yeah, that'll work definitely. Trying to learn speed paints. Okay, yeah, speed paints are they just work. I don't know. I like it. How do I feel about slap chop? Well, I definitely love slap chop. It's something that it's been around for forever. I think it was usually called under something, undercoating. But yeah, 90% of what I do is slap chopping stuff, just because it works. And then if you want to get fancy, you can add stuff on top of slab chopping, like washes and then extra details once those washes are done. And you can come up with you end up with a pretty good paint job after all is said and done. Now let's see here. Let's some more of what I saw with the orc list. Berserkers are a really good addition to the army. The 6+ defense and then the 6+ extra save afterwards. I really like units like that because a lot of people like to bring, spam AP4. Have you ever used mustache wax to resharpen paint? No, I've never used mustache wax to do it. That sounds like an interesting thing that could work. Okay, so this one is pretty much all the silver except for the sword. So let's just... Pew. Sounds like I'm going to be looking for mustache wax here pretty soon. Because I definitely have a good collection of brushes that need it. So, but yeah, back to what I was saying. I love units that have like a defensive 6 and then an additional layer or something, like regeneration or like a 6+ save. Because if someone likes to bring a whole bunch of AP4, it's just like, why do I keep taking off there? It's like, you waste all them points on AP4. I got it in one Adepticon bag. It's interesting. I can't give it to you at Adepticon. But yeah, definitely. It sounds like it. I don't see why it wouldn't work. It's genius. Hey, Kelvin, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the party. Oh, printer's done. Get up his kilt here. Yeah. Speed paints are definitely unforgiving in some spots. But like slab chopping would be the easiest thing to do with speed paints. But just having a general basic understanding of how the paint works. If you start with acrylics, like if you start with acrylics, it will give you, like I said, an understanding how the paint works in general. I don't know. Well, hopefully nothing got ruined in the process. Yeah. Yep, definitely having fun. Are you having fun out there? Okay. Did our did our friend receive his literature? Sorry, I'm talking in cryptic messages right now. Okay, there's one arm. An Oni versus Ogre battle? Like Human Defense Force ogres? Okay. Okay, that's good. Human Defense Force ogres. It'd be a fun battle. But the thing that we are probably going to do first is we're going to do a Oni versus High Elf Elemental fight. Well, after they do their scheduled game. Their scheduled game is going to be against some an army that you guys, unless you're a member, you don't know what it is yet. No, I'll just tell you. It's going to be against the Plague Demons first. And then after that, we're going to do an elemental fight. Hey, Eric, going good? Going good? How you doing? You know, just here slapping paint, having fun. Yes, in case anyone doesn't know, Robert Wilson in chat. That's Uncle C. He's out running ambulance today. Yeah, speed paint is not something you start with doing vehicles. Like, it can work on vehicles, but you have to really know how it's going to work for you. Amberlands. Cool, cool. Okay, what else? Oh, I forgot the jetpacks. Yes, I did this little thing on the jetpacks. Downside of doing white armor is I forget all kinds of other little stuff. I'm gonna go back to the other guy and do that. That's an off screen. Yep, that's Uncle C. He is he's in the back of an ambulance right now because he's off doing EMS stuff. That's what he does. I am a maintenance guy. He is, well, he's in training for it. He shall shortly be in the back of an ambulance. Okay. All right, let's just zoom out a little more. Oh, not all the way. Fine. Screw it all the way. You guys know how terrible I am with that zoom function. Okay, so there we go. We got these two that far. And then let's see, we got the dragons to do. I pulled that color. Where'd the color go? I pulled the color out. I swear I pulled the color out. Is it this one? Glittering loot? Maybe. Maybe. Or was it? No, it was golden armor. So let's go back to metallic cup. And that we're going to do one little drip of Flow Aid. I love how I started doing that like 2 weeks ago, and now I do it every time I put something on the palette. All right, here we go. Whew. All right, now let's do this little cap up here. Let's do the whole thing. Whoop, whoop. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Wait, you got the little things too. Let's do the swoops too. Why not? We give him some more swoops. Swoop. I've been having a lot of luck with armies that are like mainly toughness 3. So this army is going to be fun. At least I think it's going to be fun. Again, why do I keep trying to take you off the base? This guy now. Okay, he doesn't have a dragon. He's got a little monkey down here. Well, thank you very much. There's the monkey face. And then we'll do his swoops. We got to do something with his headdress. By Saturday, man, it's already Thursday night. You better get cracking. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so let's see. Well, I'm sure you guys have seen on the channel that we're going to be having a tournament coming up soon here in Flint, Michigan. That's on the calendar for August 8th. You know, give enough people time to get stuff together and give us time to figure out what we are going to do. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's pull out the black because everyone's got some cabling. But yeah, that I got bullied into it. I'd been saying I want to do a tournament for a while, and I was like, well, we don't have a place to do it. Well, James, one of the guys you've seen on the channel a few times, he goes, well, you can do it at my house. He has a full blown, full basement that we're going to have. I think we reduced the number down to 16, so we're going to have 8 tables in there. And then I was like, well, I got, I'm going to keep saying I got bullied into it. I was like, I don't know, we need people to park somewhere. You could park at the university, it's right down the street. Okay, well, what are we going to do for terrain? And everyone's like, well, we all have terrain laying around. 8 tables is not that much terrain for us. Because it's not just me, I got a whole group of guys here that have tables and mats and all kinds of fun stuff. Now, let's start with him first. And this brush is immediately split. No, can't use that one. Can't use that one. Let's go back to you. Can't tell if it's cabling or was supposed to be part of the dragon head, but we're going to say it's cabling. Okay. This guy's got a ton of it. Anything on the front? Yes. Let's start there. Get this hair off of the brush. Now, in the meantime, I've been invited to do a tabletop simulator tournament on the UK OPR Discord. So that's going to be interesting. And they gave out, you randomize which armor you get, and I got the infected colonies. So I've been playing around with lists for that all day. And the problem I had with that is I kept running up against the unit cap. Because you guys know me, I like crap units. I like crap units. Stuff I can just throw at the enemy and be like, kill this, because I don't care. So that should be fun. Exactly. I think that's why I like the vampiric undead. Anytime I can run zombies. I always seem to do pretty well with zombies, just because I put them in places and I just don't care about them. Like, oh no, you killed my zombie unit? Oh, well, it's okay. I got 2 more coming. I remember there was a time in I think it was 8th edition 40k. I think. Don't quote me on this, but where it was, there was an update that came out where you could just take a massive amount of Kroot in your army. And of course, me being me, I was nuts and I brought an army list that consisted of 300 Kroot. If you guys have seen the video that I did a while ago, those 300 Kroot are in what I call my bad idea box. Because let me tell you, that was a bad idea. Oh, you can do 250 Kroot. Well, yeah, this was editions ago. But yeah, 300 Kroot on the board, and I remember I played my first game at a tournament with it, and the guy was like, "I cannot mathematically kill all of your Kroot with everything he had on the board. He did not have 300. He did not have 300 guns to fire, or he did not have enough guns to fire over 5 turns. 300 bullets. Like, I know, isn't it great? Exactly. I was like, oh no, that sounds like a you problem. Okay. So now for the stick. Let's see. Yeah, that was right after I got my printer too. That was 300 printed Kroot. Because there's no possible way I was going to buy that many damn Kroot just for a meme. Yeah, and I felt I felt bad too because I won my first game. I lost my second game against a Salamanders player who brought a lot of flamers. So he ended up turning my Kroot into Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then second game I forgot who I played in the second game. I think it was Chaos Knights because I just did not have the ability to kill anything. He's like, "What do you got for anti-tank?" I'm like, "I got Kroot rifles." Okay, well, yeah, that's all I got. And then my third game at that point, the game number 3 on 300 Kroot, I kind of felt bad. It was a guy who had a lovingly converted Imperial Guard army. He made them out of grots, so it was the Grot Revolution Army. And I don't know. I was kind of over the whole day, so I didn't talk much. I just wiped his army off the board. I just marched forward and just shot and killed stuff and was like, okay, game's over. Good job. I'm tired. I'm going home. I think that was also the day I realized I can't do 40k tournaments anymore. I can't stand there for 9 hours and play 40k. Which is another great thing about the tournament we're doing. It's 4 rounds, and it's from 10 to it'd probably be like 4:30. Of course, we're gonna break for lunch, so it'd probably be like 10 to 6, and then we'll be done. Ooh, you got a different backpack, and I am kind of. There we go. that'd be so nice. No, every tournament I ever went to, it was just standing room only. And then, of course, I'm a giant, so just me bending over to the table just makes my back hurt. All right, let's do the stick. I want to do the stick the same color. At least most of the stick the same color. It's just that Godzilla. It just Kool-Aid Man through all of it. Boom. What color is definitely in the set? This is rough iron. I'm gonna go back in and do little balls. They're gonna get done plate metal, and then along with the middle of the staff. Yeah, I'm going to be using a lot of this soon on my next army, which I will show you guys once I get this color scrubbed on there. I'll show you guys the next craziness I'm working on and where I have it so far. See, I was going to miss the whole side of it. There we go. All right. And so my next army, the one I put the pictures up, I think just on Discord, where it's the orcs riding the giant puppies. Well, they are going to be vampiric dwarves. They're not vampiric, volcanic dwarves. God, I wish they were vampiric dwarves. It'd be awesome. But which one? This one. This is what I have so far for them. God, the camera was just shocked at that color change. So, this is one of the big puppies. This is going to be the uh, magma drake, I think. So it's going to be an army of 2 characters on these, and then 3 of these that are not characters, and then I got 2 guys on foot, and I've done more work to them. But here's one of the guys on foot. You can kind of see the idea I'm going for. Now I'm going to be doing some rough iron and some dry brushed metals over top of that, and I think I'm going to do the skin green, or not green, gray, for these, just to kind of do, you know, kind of like the dwarves out of World of Warcraft, the one guys that were in the volcano. But yeah, the bases I'm going to get done up a little bit better. So yeah, that's the next one. It's going to be back to the volcanic dwarves, just because they're the ones that came up on the wheel. Yay! But I got 5 of these things that I got to do. So that's a lot of black. And I've discovered I can't just dry brush the black over it. Damn, that would have been so much easier. So it's going to be interesting. Okay, so now we're gonna go straight to plate mail metal. I've never had success with crackle paint. As weird as it sounds, I have never got it to crackle the right way. Every time I've tried it on something like that, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna work. It's made to work, and then it just fails. I go, shit. Or if it does crack, it cracks so hard it takes the under color with it, and I'm just back left with like the gray primer underneath. Oh yeah, I've sealed the layer. I've put on extra thick layer underneath. Yeah, I've tried all kinds of stuff with it. I mean, it just doesn't work for me. I don't know. I even got a bottle of this stuff here. I even got crackle paste, and even that didn't work. So yeah, I've tried. It's just every time I do fire like that, there's just no shortcuts. With water and fast dry the surface, I had to work by hand. Good thing I got this out. I can see the back of his elbow didn't get silvered. There we go. So they both got these little ball things in the back of their hands. What color should I do those? Maybe glowing, but glowing what color? Blue? Yeah, we could do a blue. Do a blue. Cushions, which blue? What do I got for blue? Well, that's a legit blue over there. I tell you what. I'll take that out, maybe. New mic chair needs all. Yeah, this is all of my computer chairs eventually get retired down here. Not that blue. Magic blue. I know there's a shaker ball in there. Maybe not. So we'll go. do this, and then we will water her down a bunch. There we go. Do this for the first. For the first. Let it get in there. Let it do its magic. Okay. Oh, I'm sure your Vinci stuff's going to come out great. Okay, so we got that in that. We did it. Okay, now we're going to take this blue. Wait, let's see. Have I ever? Yeah, I've used this like once. Just a touch of blue. Use it on the staff balls. Okay. Okay, do the staff balls blue too. Okay. Is that okay? I can touch it now. Needs a touch of water. A little thick. What are my thoughts on pig-faced orc miniatures? I like pig-faced orcs. Where they at? Hold on a second. Ta-da. I definitely love pig-faced orcs. Brr. They're a nice little... They're a nice change. I've painted tons of orcs, and I really like the way those came out. The only ones that I found are from Warp Miniatures or Warp Lock, whatever they go under. On my mini factory, they have modular ones, but even then, torsos you only got like 3 or 4. I think it's 4 torsos. As I look over at the box. And then they also have Orc Pig Cavalry. Oh, I can never say that word right. And then Shaman, And then this is the orc leader. So I did them all. I did them up nice and rusty looking for my Muppets skirmish armies. Well, they are the OPR orcs. They are different. A little bit jarring when you're used to GW orcs. I still wish they were more. I still wish they were more scrap and less tribal. But that's all in. I could fix that with a paint job. Blue did come out good. Now I'm going to do a little bit more of the magic blue over top all of them. If I really wanted to go all out, I could do the squiggly lightning bolts, but we don't do that here. Yeah, if they had gone pig-faced orc, that would have been interesting as well. Give these a little bit more depth. Even though when the wash comes over, it'll probably kill it all. That's okay. That's why I seal them before I wash them, so I can come back and change things. There we go. All right. All right, guys. I think, even though it does look very bare and basic, this is about where that paint job on these two are going to get to. Because after this, we do the oil wash, and then that white turns into this. Then I'm going to go back in, and again, I'm going to clean these up with going over again with some white to get rid of some of the absolute dirt patches. I think I let the oil wash sit on this a little long before I scrubbed it off. And even then, there's some spots like here You can see that it just the mineral spirits just took the paint right off of it that I have to fix. But yeah, so I got the 6 fist Onis. Then we got these 2. Then we got 3 glaives, 6 swords, and then the big Oni with the flamethrower. Whoosh. With his hat and no face. So yeah. And then again, I got these guys I got to work on this week as well because we are so far ahead now. Like I went from having no backlog to now I have 3 weeks of stuff in the can. So next week, this weekend, you're going to see Blood Brothers versus Blood Brothers versus Alien Hives for the last time. I swear to God, I'm done with that Alien Hive army. And then after that, you get to see the Kingdom of Angels versus High Elves, and I did those with phoenixes. Anything that had the word phoenix in it made it into that high elf army. And then those guys are going to be fighting these. So that's going to be fun. We're going to see which fire works the hardest. And then after that, it's going to be Blood Brothers versus Plague Demons. And then Plague Demons versus the Onis. And then the Onis versus Robot Legion, that's who it is. And then these guys versus Saurians. So, I got the next month planned out. That's just the Saturday videos. Wednesday videos or whatever the hell I throw out there. So we're going to have the Onis, they're going to be fighting the Elementals. We're going to have the Phoenixes, they're going to be fighting the Bats from the Vampiric Undead, just because I like the contrast we got going on there between those two. It's going to be a fun time. What could go wrong? And then, once again, we got the tournament coming up in August. Yeah. Yeah, Angels versus High Elves. It was interesting. I'll let you in on it. We did a King of the Hill mission. So there's one objective right in the middle. And things got out of hand in that game. So look for that. I think that's coming out in 2 weeks. So, yeah, going from no backlog to having a huge backlog just feels weird. Somewhere in there, I snuck in my thoughts on how to make a epic scale OPR work. Yeah, that one, if you guys watch that, I'm sorry. I drank way too much caffeine before I recorded that video. I sounded like a schizo. But it's part of it. Okay, well, guys, that will do it for me tonight. I hope you all are having fun painting, and I hope little insights on painting and stuff I can give you while I do this. So we're gonna call it there. I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are, and I'll talk with you next time. Bye bye.